What you're about to witness is more than a repair. It's a resurrection, but a hidden flaw, buried deep within the engine, threatens to stop it before it even begins. Every machine has a breaking point. This is where it all started to unravel. The first step in this transformative journey, breathing life back into a dying heart, layer by layer. Years of neglect are peeled away, revealing the true challenge ahead. In the darkest corners, the deepest secrets of decay are waiting to be unveiled. Beneath the surface, a hidden world of corrosion tells a story of time and abandonment. A crucial clue is etched in metal, a warning about the lifeblood of the machine. The meticulous process continues, each component holding a piece of the puzzle, an astonishing discovery, a catastrophic failure that rendered the vehicle immobile. The wheels of change are set in motion, one bolt at a time. The old and worn must be cast aside to make way for the new Brex. This is a Ford, a titan of industry, now a shadow of its former self. The braking system, frozen by rust, a testament to its long slumber. The tires, cracked and weathered, tell tales of journeys long past. The vehicle's skin, peeling and rusted, carries the scars of time. A careful hand applies a healing touch, loosening the grip of decay. Precision and patience are required to mend the fractured frame. Even the smallest parts are given new life. A vital step in the restoration, the truck bed, a canvas of rust, awaits its own transformation. Inside, a time capsule is opened, revealing an interior faded by memory. A cleaning foam begins to lift the grime, the first sign of a stunning renewal. Every inch of the dashboard is tended to a slow and methodical revival. Light reveals the true extent of the damage, the faded colors of a forgotten era. Even the window frames are brought back from the brink of decay. A broken piece is removed, a symbol of the deep-seated damage. The gear shift, once idle, is tested, anticipating a future journey. The floor mats hold years of dirt and stories, now being washed away. Delicate instruments are used to clear the vents, ensuring the machine can breathe again. A simple sponge and determination work to erase the past. The gauges, clouded with dust, are silent witnesses to the vehicle's long rest. A figure steps up, ready to command this reborn machine. The undercarriage, a landscape of rust, shows the battle that was waged. The tools of the trade lie on the garage floor, silent partners in this incredible project. A hand grips the steering wheel. A connection between man and machine is forged. A powerful spray blasts away the final layers of grime. A baptism for the restored vehicle. The license plate is cleared, its identity proudly displayed. Once more, the wheels are cleansed, ready to turn on a new path. The front grille, once caked in dirt, now gleams with renewed purpose. The final wash completes the exterior transformation, a stunning sight to behold. But the work is not over. Beneath the chassis, a deeper problem lurks. An old truck, its front bumper showing wear, is lifted, revealing its vulnerable underbelly. A weathered leather piece is carefully positioned, part of an intricate mechanical puzzle. Here, a rusted joint reveals the true enemy, the relentless march of time. A bucket captures the old, dark fluid, the lifeblood of the transmission being drained. With gloved hands, a delicate operation begins in the tight confines below. Navigating a maze of rusted parts, the surgeon-like work continues. A cylindrical component is carefully extracted, the source of the hidden leak. New fluid is introduced. A transfusion to restore function. The cause of the leak is unveiled. A seal had grooved into the metal itself. A brand new seal, a simple yet critical part, is prepared for installation. The new seal is meticulously placed, correcting the devastating flaw. Another component is guided into place. As the complex system is reassembled, each part must fit perfectly. A testament to precision and skill. A final tap with a hammer secures the repair. A long screwdriver probes deep into the machine, addressing another layer of the problem. The reassembly process continues, bringing the machine closer to completion. Another gentle tap ensures everything is perfectly aligned. A final check is performed. Is a moment of truth for the repair. The undercarriage, now repaired, stands ready for the road ahead. The focus now shifts to the exhaust system, another victim of widespread rust. The vehicle's suspension requires attention as another weathered bracket is handled. On the workbench, a new joint is lubricated, prepared to restore smooth movement. Beneath the vehicle, an old bolt stubbornly resists removal. A damaged ball joint, leaking fluid, is revealed as a critical point of failure. The connecting rod, weakened by rust, is another weak link in the chain. Intense heat is applied with a torch, a necessary tactic to break the rusted bonds. With leverage and force, the old tie rod end is finally broken free. The process is repeated, methodically dismantling the old system. The old parts lie defeated on the ground as new components wait in a bag. The new and old are laid out. A stark contrast between decay and potential. The new suspension system begins to take shape. A new tie rod end is carefully installed, a crucial step in restoring control. The newly installed joint shines, a beacon of strength and renewal. The restored assembly is a testament to the thoroughness of the work. A final tightening of the bolt secures the new lease on life. The suspension system, once a liability, is now a source of strength. The view showcases the completed repair, ready to absorb the shocks of the road. Work on the wheel assembly marks the final stages of this complex task. The old Ford truck, resurrected from rust, is finally ready for its next chapter. But the story takes an unexpected turn. A tire has been pierced. The culprit is revealed an insect, impossibly lodged in the thick rubber. The wheel itself tells a story of neglect, the paint peeling away to reveal rust. The axle hub is consumed by corrosion, a serious issue that must be addressed. On the concrete floor, a small piece of metal is cut. Part of an improvised solution, the workshop is a cluttered, creative space where problems are solved. The bodywork begins, polishing away years of decay to unveil the truck's true color. The F-250 emblem stands proud amidst the rust, a symbol of enduring power. With a red cloth, the surface is wiped clean, a final touch on the restored body. The F-250 sits on the street, a rugged survivor reborn from neglect. Attention now turns to the heart of the beast, the engine, a complex web of wires and hoses. The engine is a maze of aged components. A methodical disassembly begins, each part carefully removed. The dismantled parts are laid out, an inventory of the engine's anatomy, deep within the undercarriage. The fuel system is now being accessed. A shiny new fuel pump is held, the key to reviving the engine. The new pump is carefully installed, replacing the old failing heart. Pipes and connections are meticulously checked, ensuring a perfect flow of fuel. The intricate network is reconnected, a slow and steady process. A close-up of the carburetor, the final piece of the engine puzzle. With the engine reassembled, fine-tuning is now required. A small adjustment is made to the fuel system, a delicate and crucial calibration. A small metal part, taken from the engine, sits on a rusted surface. Its purpose served. The part is set aside, a relic from the complex engine surgery. The newly adjusted component sits in its place, ready to perform its function. In the background, another project waits, a classic red motorcycle. The reflection in the mirror shows the mechanic, a master of his craft in his element, A bottle of fluid is strategically placed, a reminder of the engine's needs. Another component is carefully removed, part of the endless quest for perfection. The undercarriage reveals more rust, a relentless adversary in this restoration. A hole in the chassis shows the sky, a stark reminder of the vehicle's decay. Beneath the truck, a bolt is loosened, part of yet another repair. The wrench turns slowly, fighting against years of corrosion. The view of the rusted underbelly highlights the scale of the challenge. Another bolt is tackled, each one a small victory. The hands of the mechanic work tirelessly, a symphony of methodical movement. The old Ford truck sits in the garage, a patient subject of this intensive care. A large oil stain on the chassis tells of leaks now resolved. A small, unassuming part is the focus, proving no detail is too minor. A final bolt is removed, completing another chapter in this epic restoration. The battle against rust wages on as a tool scrapes away at the corroded frame. A gloved hand works on an electrical connector, restoring the truck's nervous system. Outside the garage, snow falls, a stark contrast to the heat of the work inside. A thick, black grease is scraped away, uncovering the metal beneath. A wrench fights to loosen a bolt, fused to the frame by years of rust. A flashlight beam cuts through the darkness, inspecting the deep-seated corrosion. Sparks fly as an angle, grinder cuts through metal, excising the cancerous rust. The section of rusted metal is removed as surgical strike against decay. The grinder screams again, shaping the frame for the new piece. Another piece of the compromised frame is cut away and discarded. A chisel is used to remove the final remnants of the rotted metal. A blue flame heats the metal, preparing it to be reshaped and strengthened. The extent of the damage is shocking. The metal pitted and torn. A drill bores a new hole, creating a foundation for the repair. The drilling continues, precise and steady, preparing for the new frame support. New nuts, bolts, and washers are laid out, the hardware for this structural rebirth. Each hole is drilled with purpose, ensuring a perfect fit for the new parts. The process is slow and repetitive, a meditation on reconstruction. The final hole is drilled, completing the preparation phase. The repaired section of the Ford's frame begins to show its new strength. A Minnesota licence plate, caked in grime, hints at the truck's past life. Winter has taken its toll, burying the vehicle in a thick blanket of snow. Inside, the wiper motor mechanism is frozen. Another casualty of the harsh weather. The wiper motor is carefully disassembled, revealing its worn internal components. The electrical contacts are inspected, searching for the source of the failure. With patience, the motor is reassembled, a delicate procedure to restore its function. Beneath the truck, snow and ice cling to the frame, a testament to the frigid conditions. Rusted bolts on the undercarriage present the next daunting challenge. Pliers are used to tighten a new fitting, part of an ongoing series of repairs. A torch is used to apply heat, a last resort to loosen a stubborn part. A rusted metal component sits on a flat surface, removed and ready for replacement. The gas cap housing is heavily rusted, threatening the integrity of the fuel system. A new fuel level sensor is held, a modern component for the vintage machine. A small hole in the gas cap assembly is a critical detail. The new fuel sensor is carefully installed. Upgrading the truck's technology. Work on the fuel lines begins, ensuring a safe and reliable delivery system. Heat from a torch is applied to a fuel line joint, a delicate and potentially dangerous task. A plastic zip tie provides a simple, effective solution to secure the new fuel line. The repaired undercarriage is now a mosaic of old and new parts. The restored section of the chassis is a symbol of the progress made. A lubricant is sprayed onto a rusted part, preparing it for the final phase of restoration. A metal plate is carefully fitted into place, a difficult task in a confined space. A hand reaches into the dark, narrow space, working by feel alone. The darkness briefly obscures the view, a moment of transition in the project. Finally, a modern stereo is unboxed, bringing a touch of the new century to the old truck. A wire is stripped in preparation for connecting the new sound system. The new stereo is slid into the dashboard, a perfect fit in the vintage interior. Multicolored wires are connected, bridging the gap between old and new technology. A screwdriver is used to remove a panel, accessing the space behind the dash. A plastic trim piece is gently pried off, part of the careful installation process. The wiring harness is connected, powering up the new audio experience. The original Ford radio sits above the new unit, a nod to the truck's history. A look behind the dash reveals the clean wiring, a sign of a professional installation. An old audio device is shown, now replaced by the modern upgrade. A small tool is used to make a fine adjustment to the electronics. A cotton swab cleans a delicate component, ensuring optimal performance. A final inspection of the new system is performed before the test. A Johnny Cash cassette is inserted. The perfect soundtrack for this reborn classic. The truck drives down a dirt road. Its long, arduous journey of restoration complete. The final part is placed. A quiet end to a monumental task.
A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel at Simon Fordman for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.